We play against Whitebeard. They choose to go second. It means we go first. We have nice hands, 2 searchers and Marco to push big damage at the end, so we keep. Draw down. First turn we play Buggy to search for some event. Only event to pick is Fire Fist. We leave Zoro on top and pass our turn. We play Buggy first because we already have Marco in hand and it's more mathematically correct to play Buggy first to search for the event. They play Nami, they pick Promo Luffy, 2k counter and pass. We draw. We have Makino, it's a nice pick. Problem is they have something on board to contest Makino. So what we're gonna do for sure, we're gonna play Izo first and see, maybe we pick Blamenko. It's a big target for us. Sure, we can pick Feridol as well, but I think at this point Blamenko will be more beneficial for the board presence here. So we play Blamenko and pass. Now they go into forward on turn. They can basically just play vanilla 6k, maybe play more searchers, attack 7k into life if they want to, or even use Seaquake if they play Seaquake to clear one of our characters. We see the approach, 7k swing, we don't guard it, we take the damage, we pick Jozu from life, and they play Luffy that they picked on the previous search. So no new information for us. What is really important here, that it's plus 2000 power if they attach to Dawn, so it's 7k swing next turn. That's why our perfect play here is just to don't swing yet, just play Marco on curve, pop this Luffy. That can be a problem in the following turns, and just wait for more targets here. Now we are getting into 6 Dawn on Whitebeard's side. What can we expect? Maybe maybe Searcher and something for 5 cost like King Dew. Maybe okay, no targets. Oh, they are really going white, searching a lot. Good thing we have Fire Fist. And they pick guard point. Okay, we know an event. They attack us for 2k, and here I think it will be enough to use just Otama, because we have Blamenko on board and we can keep Makino for some bigger swing later on. And they play Frankie, 6k power, 4 cost vanilla. We draw, and what we can expect in the next turn is probably 7 cost ace. So point is, if we attack this turn with our Marco, it will be punished next turn. So I would much rather try to push with our characters some damage here, but also maybe we use Fire Fist in combination with Blamenko. But on the other hand, if we use Fire Fist now and Blamenko now, then Blamenko dies next turn. So tough decision here. We attach 1 Dawn, that's for sure. We can push some damage and maybe even make more targets for ace if we really want to, but I don't think it's a good play here. So let's maybe force our opponent into some decisions. So we're gonna play Makino for sure. So we use 1 Dawn, 2 Dawns, 2 for 8k here, and 2 Dawns maybe for some additional push if we want, because I don't really feel like clearing the board. So let's check with the 8k swing if we can get some cards. It will be also useful information if we should expect some more some 10 cost, sorry, 9 cost Whitebeard on the following turn. So then 2, 3, 4, we can invest everything if we really want to. Might be risky, but then we attack again for 8k with our buggy, and we need only to worry to guard 2 attacks next turn if they play ace. Let's see. We keep our Marco standing, just not to let them attack into him. We are still healthy. They are on 8 dawn, so no 9 cost to freeze the life. They are taking the life for sure next turn, and we can proceed in pushing the game, or maybe reducing one of the characters from board and pushing into them. Obviously, they want to push into buggy, and it means they still have dawns for ace. Point here is, if they play ace, we are having 6, 6 and 7k attack, so one of them we are taking. So actually I think it's much better here to no block and use one Jozo and invite him to attach more dawns here, because if they attach dawn either to Izo or to Nami, then we are sure that they are not playing ace this turn. There aren't really many targets for ace, only one here. Only buggy is the target we played around this turn, and we will try to push some damage next turn. Sorry, not push some damage, that they will be taking life anyway. Clear the board next turn if possible. If not, then we put our pressure into life. In this way we are forcing some attack maybe into buggy. If they attack into buggy, then we are happy. They were expecting that Nami will get the job done, but it's not the case here. We are happy to let buggy go. It was his purpose here, and we know for sure now that ace is coming, so no blocks. We use another 2k counter, we keep Makino to push damage, and let's embrace the ace. Oh, actually touch even better, because we are on the healthy 4 life. They have a lot of cards in hand, not a problem here. We draw, we get another buggy, we can play it slow, so we deploy buggy, we get another fire fist. So if we really want to, we can clear some board here. We can minus the Frankie with Blamenko, put some pressure here. What we can also do, we can minus him and not even push into him, but let me think a little bit here. So we attach one Dawn, that's for sure. We attach one to Blamenko because I think it's the last target that we'll be targeting anyway. Just to be safe, we can start with Frankie, just to see what is our opponent's decision here, if they want to defend him or if they want to save him. Point here is that we must accept some blockers coming down, maybe in the following turn, as hand size is really big. We are not afraid here of the Red Hawk, because they have only one Dawn up. So here we are basically asking just for one card, but it's enough, and they let him go. Then another simple attack should be Izo into Nami, just to minus one character, and then we have some options. We can go half-half here, or maybe we can attach everything to Zoro and swing with Zoro, keep Marco standing in case if they play even more blockers. We still have time to develop. We have 2 Makino to pump our buggy. So what we can do here, if they have Radical in hand, right? If they have Radical, they will be guarding into 10k. So 1, 2, 3 would be 10, and here 1, 2, 3 would be 9. So let's see if we can get some event this way. It will be a lot of information for us. We are not really worried of the blockers, and here we are getting guard point and Jozu, so it means that we can actually attack for 8k here if we really want to, and get some more information and keep one floating, maybe for radical beam if they push our life too low. We don't need to rush anything yet, we are on the healthy for life. So let's ask for another 2 cards. We know one guard point is already used. And next turn, it depends how they assign the attacks. I think they really want to get rid of Blamenko, so maybe even attach Don to Nami or Izo. But we will see. We take it slow, turn 5. A big decision here for Whitebeard how to counter this, because okay, 2k down, but now do they counter with another 2k, maybe with 1k, maybe they want to play something, or maybe they break with the events in hand, but it's unlikely. Okay, so Searcher down, and he is down to 3, 6, 7 cards in hand, looking good. We pass the turn here, potentially taking 3 attacks next turn, but I think it's unlikely because we have Makino and Radical Beam, and it depends. It depends how they work with the Dawn. The only scary thing here is okay, this must happen. Nothing we can do here. Nothing that we really want to do here anyway. We are prepared for the blockers. We can clear Marco blocker. We can clear Fossa. Sure, it's still not guaranteed if we go for game next turn. But if they play Marco and Fossa, they are -2 cards from hand. And they are left with 6 cards in hand, which is more easy to push. So we will see. Let our opponent work with the Dons. I think the biggest decision for them is if they can really commit to clear this Marco. Because if they commit here, we still can pump Buggy. They also must decide, okay, so we have the ace finally. They waited long enough. They clear our Blamenko. Nothing we can do here. Nothing we really want to do here. Then they push into our Marco, and probably we want to save him because even if they play something down here, we can still answer. So what I'm going to do here is no blocks, resolve, and now is the question, if we resurrect him, if he plays choppers, then chopper might be here. But on the other hand, if they don't play the chopper, then we have some big attacks. So let's use, we resurrect with Fire Fist, so we have 3 attackers next turn. Sure, they can attack 7 and 8. But just in case, if they don't attach any dons, if this is 7k attack here, if this is 7k attack, we just use 2k here, just to have some event in case of chopper blocker. If they, however, attack 7 and 8, then we must use Fire Fist to resurrect. But they go into life. It's absolutely okay. No trigger. This is actually perfect because we can still use the event and we can keep something for the blockers. So 8k swing, I would like to take this one. We have Otama if we would like to clear ace. We draw, we have Roronoa Zoro, so we have a lot to do here. Okay, now how do we want to divide the dons? Still no radical down, so we probably want to go 10 minus 2 cards, okay? So if we go 10, we use 3. We are left with 6. Here we have 3, 6, 9, 10. So 2, 3, 5. And we get potentially another 2 cards or even more, even 3 cards probably. So yeah, it depends. I think it's fair enough to check our opponent. Wait. One here. You know why? Because Red Hawk. We always play around Red Hawk if we see more dons open. And now we can push 10k. So we force Red Hawk and something. Or guard point, okay. So they might still keep radical. Okay, it's second guard point, but we can still have radical here. So what I'm going to do here is, okay, 2 dons, we are left with 3, so not much to do, but we can still push in this way. Okay, so we have 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Push 12 into life. So we might have Red Hawk, we might have 2k counter and 2k counter. And then we just push 8k and just hope that's enough. But yeah, let's see. It would be perfect hand from our opponent. Let's see what's stronger. They might be counting now how they should counter. It might also be that they still have some guard point in hand, but probably they counted, okay, 12 here, 8 here, and okay, I'm done. I cannot defend it. So basically, this is a good example how to play this matchup. You really want to play around ace, going into 7 don turn or 8 don turn. So don't tap your characters, there is really no reason. They only have 1 Edward.Newgate, so it's no longer a win condition to chain Newgates. We have all the time to fight for the board and then turn 5, turn 6, push for this final damage to defeat opponent in one last push. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Take it easy.